Manchester City offered €275 million to Barcelona for Yamal. Jose Mourinho to coach the Portugal national team. UEFA reintroduces revolutionary changes to the Champions League. All of this and more in today's episode. Hey everyone, welcome to our roundup of the top football news. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. If you've already subscribed, let's get started. Manchester City has made a historic offer of €275 million to Barcelona for their young star winger Lamine Yamal. If this deal is accepted, it will become the world record for the most expensive football transfer, surpassing Neymar's move to PSG for €222 million. Despite the staggering sum, Barcelona is reluctant to part ways with Yamal, as he is considered the foundation of their future. This season, the 17-year-old has delivered exceptional performances, scoring 13 goals and providing 19 assists in all competitions. However, the club's persistent financial difficulties may force them to seriously consider this offer. Yamal's current contract with Barcelona runs until 2026, and his release clause is set at €1 billion, giving the Catalans leverage in negotiations. It is understood that Manchester City's offer is currently just testing the waters, and no real transfer talks are underway yet. Yamal himself does not want to move from Barcelona, but in the future, as they say, anything is possible in life. The Portuguese Football Federation is seriously considering appointing Jose Mourinho as the head coach of the national team ahead of the 2026 World Cup. According to CNN and Goal, this decision may involve paying Mourinho's release clause to Turkish club Fenerbahce, where he is currently the manager. Despite Roberto Martinez's success, who set a record of 20 wins in the shortest time as Portugal's coach, the federation is willing to take a risk to maximize the team's chances at the World Cup. The final decision will likely depend on Portugal's results in the final stages of the UEFA Nations League. Mourinho himself has repeatedly expressed his desire to lead the Portuguese national team. In 2007, he called it a dream, and in 2019, he stated that he would like to do it before the end of his career, although he felt the moment was not right then. This potential move could be a significant event in his career and in the history of Portuguese football. Tell me, who else but the special one can win Portugal's last World Cup in Ronaldo's career? UEFA is actively considering the possibility of introducing revolutionary changes to the format of the Champions League, which could take effect as early as the 2025-26 season. Key proposals include abolition of overtime in playoffs. In case of a draw after regular time, teams will immediately proceed to a penalty shootout. This decision aims to reduce the physical strain on players, considering the tight match schedule. Separation of teams from the same country. UEFA plans to reinstate the rule prohibiting clubs from the same country from meeting until the quarter-final stage. This is intended to increase viewership interest, as matches between teams from the same association in the early stages often do not generate sufficient excitement. Additional rewards for top 8 teams. Clubs finishing in the top 8 of the group stage will receive larger financial bonuses. This will incentivize teams to fight for high places in the early stages of the tournament. Real Madrid to take penalties as soon as the team enters the opponent's penalty area. This is because Real Madrid failed to win the Champions League this year, and something needs to change. This is obviously a joke, or maybe not.
Penalti a favor del Real Madrid.
These changes are in the discussion stage, and a final decision may be made at the UEFA Assembly in Munich at the end of May. We await official news. Saudi club Al-Ittihad is actively working on the transfer of Manchester City goalkeeper Ederson, according to Foot Mercato. Signing the 31-year-old Brazilian is a priority for the club's management, and they have already held several rounds of negotiations with his agent. Ederson has a current contract with City until June 30th, 2026, and his market value is estimated at €25 million. Saudi Arabia has become a priority career destination for the goalkeeper himself, making this transfer very likely. Ederson has decided to earn a good amount of money at the end of his career, and why not? He has the right. Thomas Partey may stay at Arsenal despite previous rumours of his possible departure. The club is preparing a new contract offer for the player, whose current deal expires on June 30th, 2025. The Gunners plan to offer Partey a contract with a new salary structure to keep him in the team. This indicates the club's desire to retain the Ghanaian defensive midfielder, who is currently considering all options for continuing his career. Atletico Madrid, for whom Partey played for 5 years, remains the main contender for his signature. He moved to Arsenal from this club in 2020 for €50 million. Mauricio Pochettino, the current head coach of the United States national team, is indeed being considered as one of the main candidates to replace Ange Postecoglou at Tottenham Hotspur. The club is experiencing a difficult season in the Premier League, and the management may decide to change the coach this summer. Pochettino has a wealth of experience working with Tottenham, having managed the team from 2014 to 2019, leading them to the Champions League final in the 2018-19 season. His return could be an important step in stabilizing the team, which is currently in crisis. The Argentinian has been working with the US national team since September last year, preparing them for the home World Cup in 2026. His contract with the national team runs until the end of the World Cup, but Pochettino has repeatedly stated that he would like to return to Tottenham, as he believes he has unfinished business with the club. Well, if Pochettino returns to Tottenham, then the club might win something, but it's not certain. Kevin De Bruyne, the legendary midfielder of Manchester City, will leave the club after the end of the season, as the citizens have decided not to extend his contract. This decision came as a surprise to the player himself. "I haven't received any offers throughout the year. They just made a decision. Of course, I was a bit surprised, but I just have to accept it. Honestly, I still think I can perform at the level I'm showing. I'm open to everything," said De Bruyne. The Belgian footballer is arguably the best player in Manchester City's history, and Pep Guardiola even stated that De Bruyne deserves a monument near the Al-Ittihad stadium. According to Sky Sports, the Belgian would prefer to stay in England, and his agent is already contacting various Premier League teams. Among the clubs interested in signing the Belgian are Aston Villa and Italian club Como. Aston Villa is considering the possibility of inviting De Bruyne to strengthen their midfield and add experience to the team. At the same time, Como is also trying to contact the players' representatives, which could be an interesting option for finishing his career in a more relaxed environment. For De Bruyne, a move to Aston Villa would allow him to stay in England, where his family feels comfortable, and continue playing at a high level in the Premier League. At the same time, Como could offer him a leadership role in the team and the opportunity to play in a less intense league, which may be attractive at the final stage of his career. Hilal is actively working on the transfer of Barcelona winger Raphinha after Vinícius Jr. rejected their offer. The Saudi club made an unprecedented offer of €100 million to Barca for the transfer and €200 million to Raphinha in the form of a 4-year contract, meaning €50 million per year. Raphinha is having a phenomenal season under Hansi Flick, 30 goals and 23 assists in 49 matches. He is currently a key player in the team and a main contender for the Golden Ball. Barcelona is already working on extending Raphinha's contract, which runs until 2027, and I think the Brazilian will most likely not leave Barca this summer, but an offer of over €150 million could come in, and then events could develop very interestingly, and we will be following all of this. That's it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Keep watching for more football action and have a wonderful day.